Okay guys, so the last video we went through setting up the header, the head information, and the footer. We needed to finish doing the copyright information for a page, and then we need to customize the head information, so the keywords description for all the 4 pages to make sure the links are good. Okay. So let's jump into that. So we want to use the copyright symbol. So if I go into W3 Schools, I'm just going to look up symbols. And we can scroll down to find the one for copyright. There it is. So we could use this. All right, so here I'm going to say established 2017, something to that effect, maybe another paragraph. Made with 100% recycled pixels. Okay, let's go ahead and look at that. Control R. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to move that C. There we go. Okay. So we have these links. They aren't working or anything right now. They're all dead links. We need to set those up. Those ultimately we know we're going to do. This is our footer. That's going to be repetitive for our pages. We haven't done anything about design yet. We're just getting the structure. Okay, but now we can take this. We're going to do this entire page, and we're going to save it as a new document instead of doing that. So we got to have 4 pages. We've got to have, let's open up our header, brand, which we already got. That's our index page, process, employees, and merch. So we're going to do file, save as, which is Control-Shift-S. So we're going to save this as merch.html, Control-Shift-S. We're doing employees.html, Control-Shift-S. We're doing process.html. Okay, all lowercase. We're all linked to that styles document. That's what we want. Let's make sure that we have them all open. 1, 2, 3, index. Okay. So this is kind of the order of our pages right now, if we're looking. Okay. So each one of these index is going to be our brand. This is going to be our process. Let's change the title, process. We're going to customize now these to each of our pages. Employees. And our merch. Need to replace these. Our merch. Employees. Process. If I'm going too fast, you guys can pause and rewind. Okay. The next things, we got keyword and description, and we got our stuff. So let's, now that we got all these pages, let's start putting the links. So dead link for icon, placeholder, and brand, because that's the current page that we're on. For our process, we need to point to that file, process.html, employees.html, and merch.html. Okay, that one is done. Let's do process. Okay, we're not on the index page, so that means that we do want to reload. So now we got to reload the index.html, even though it's called our brand. That's the first page that we want to go to, index.html. Our process is going to be the dead link, employees. And for our merch page, merch.html. Helps if I write it right. There we go. That one's good. Employees. Again, index.html. Our brand, index.html. Our process is process merch.html. We're on the employees page, so that's a dead link. Merch.html. And then our merch page is index.html. Index.html. Process.html. Employees.html. And then our merch is our dead link. Okay, so now we have that for each one of them. We want to make sure that the dead link is only applying to the current page that we're on. That's what we want to check. Okay, so that looks good so far. Now we need to put our custom keywords and description for each of the pages. So our brand page, pirate, lifestyle, coffee, movies, sailing, anything that's about the page that'll help bring it up. Pirate Coffee House, coffee house, coffee house. Okay. Description. We sell our free open lifestyle with a large cup of coffee. Okay, something that's summarizing our page. So our process one is going to have different keywords. The process is how we roast our beans, how we select them. So coffee beans, selection, roasting, fire, spray, salt, ocean, delicious. And then a description. We talk about how we select, talk about our process from the first bean to the last drop in your cup. There we go. Sounds awesome. Employees, salt of the earth, rudder to the ship. I don't know. Employees. About these illustrious individuals, we would not be able to serve you the coffee that you have today. There you go. And our merch page. Again, our keywords and description are specific to the page itself. Okay, so we sell t-shirts, sweatshirts, nautical gear, sailing, coffee, whole bean, and ground. There we go. We sell online as well as in store, anything to help your pirate coffee lifestyle. There we go. Okay, so I have specific pages. I have dead links for each one of those pages. I have specific keywords and description for each one of those. The footer and the navigation are my repetitive, reoccurring elements for the page. Let's go ahead and check the link so I would start going back and forth. Now remember, when we're looking at these links, that it's not just if I'm on the brand page, I can tell you that I'm on there. If I click here, that's only checking one link. So if I go to another page, now I'm on the process page. I'm no longer on the brand. I have to check every single link for every single page. So I need to be on index and check that those two are dead. Then I check my process. I go back, process, go back to icon, process, check employees, process, go to merch. Okay, so we're going back and forth checking each one of these, making sure that things are changing. Okay. All right, so after you do that, these we know are dead links. They're not going to be working because we haven't set them up yet, but ultimately we will be plugging Font Awesome into them. So that should be finalizing everything. We have pulled navigation for these pages. We haven't started putting content yet, but we have the reoccurring items. So we have met this. Now for turn-in, you guys are turning in all 4 of the pages that you edited. On future walkthroughs, you're only turning in the pages of the stuff that you've actually changed. So we're not always going to be working on all 4 pages. We might only work on 1 page, or we might work on 1 page in a CS in the style sheet. Okay, so just pay attention. Now in future walkthroughs, I'm also going to be giving you files and a separate video on how to install those files to use that as your start point. In case you had some issues with this current walkthrough, that's not going to affect future walkthroughs. Okay, now in this assignment, you're going to be turning in this case, all 4 files. I should see index.html, process.html, employees.html, and merch.html. Since styles.css is empty, I don't need it. So I need those 4 HTML documents. Okay, and then I need to see all of this information is set in, correctly put in there. All right, good luck. Have fun.